Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing like a Vogue beauty secret slash get ready with me because I've been wanting to do one of these for the longest time. For the first time in a long time, I feel like I have my makeup routine just down packed and set, and I know how to create a good look that's subtle for school but makes you look extremely put together, and all the ladies are jealous. If you can hear the rain because I have a big skylight above me, I am so sorry. Today is my only filming day. It just happened to be in the rain for this one. So today we're going to be getting ready. I'll tell you about my makeup journey and what I've been doing with my face for the past 4 years. And yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put some clips into my hair. The mirror is right ahead of me. I'm not making eye contact with the camera. I apologize. I like to clip my hair back because I have like curtain bangs, so they get in the way of everything 98% of the time. The first thing I'm going to do is lip care. I just go in with a little medicated lip balm. Now we're going to get into like my base makeup slash face. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is a little mini one, about 2 pumps, and I place it on my cheeks. I don't really do much makeup on my forehead. I like to avoid forehead makeup. Now that this is nice and tacky, I'm going to let this sit for a bit, and while that sits, I'm going to do my eye makeup. So I go in with this NARS High Pigment Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Mambo. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and line my waterline. Something I always have on hand with me is a Q-tip because I mess up a lot, and if you don't have eyeliner or like liner pencil, you can always go in with a shadow. I'm just gonna line the other. Okay, so I've lined my waterline. I've tight lined, I think that's the saying. Sometimes I'll go back in a bit more and just like precisely add more color, but I try not to go overboard with it. And I'm gonna do the same thing on my waterline. I usually sit down and do my makeup, and I have like a mirror so close to my face. I like to focus a bit more the pigment towards like my inner corner, because that just makes my eyes look a bit more chiseled and cut. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with some liner. I don't really have a specific way to do this. I kind of just follow like from this point up and then make a triangle. Okay, you go like that. You like that. Okay, I'm not really doing like a liner. I kind of just smudge and then I go in with a Q-tip. I wet it and then I form a liner out of that. But most of the time it's like blocky, like you can see, but it makes my end lashes look longer. It adds dimension to them. So those are my eyes. You can see I kind of just do what it takes to elongate it and make my lashes look longer. Now we're gonna get into face makeup. I am going in with concealer, a Morphe 2 Hide and Peak concealer in the shade Peak of Fawn. This has been my favorite concealer for like the longest time, and I feel like it's just enough coverage to make my under eyes look brighter. I'm not necessarily in the business to get rid of my under eye bags, if you know what I'm saying, because I feel like under eye bags add personality and character to a face. I've been enjoying my under eye bags, so you're given what you're given and you have to learn how to work with it. While I apply my concealer, I'll just kind of go over how I got into makeup, because I feel like everyone has a different story on how they got into makeup. There's nothing really crazy as to how I apply my concealer, so I'm just gonna talk through it. So for me, I got into makeup probably around like late 8th grade, early 9th grade. I think I had always been interested in makeup because it's like something you see in your mom's vanity and you're like, oh my god, what are all these like colorful things, crazy products and all this stuff. In 9th grade, I was kind of learning how to do makeup, but I was also in a point in my life where I wanted to look like the people in my school. The main race in my school is white. I just was doing my makeup more so to kind of fit in. You know, I didn't feel pretty in my own skin, so I used makeup to cover it up. I wore foundation when I didn't need to. I wore concealer when I didn't even have under eye bags. I feel like, although I found makeup very fun and very relaxing, every morning when I woke up, makeup kind of felt like a chore. I'm gonna wet my beauty blender. What I was saying was, I think that whenever something you enjoy becomes a chore and you find yourself not struggling, but you find yourself feeling like forced or obligated to do something, that's when you really need to take a break from things. Not just makeup, but hobbies in general. It's really important to keep a healthy relationship with what you're doing, and especially people like me who are type A, it's hard to relax. So my relationship with makeup became extremely toxic. Also, I wasn't taking the best care of my skin, so you can kind of see where this story is going. In 9th to 10th grade, I had like pretty bad acne. I wasn't really into skincare, and I was like, let me not take care of my skin whatsoever. I'm just gonna do this and not worry about the ramifications. And obviously, that was very bad for my whole face. I'm gonna go in with some setting powder. This is the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil. I didn't really realize that you have to also take care of your skin as much as you want to put stuff on your skin. I began to break out and I wouldn't relax on the makeup. I just covered my acne up with foundation and concealer as if that was going to help. Makeup just kind of became very toxic for me, and I was just trying to adhere to the Western beauty standards, and that was, I think, my greatest fall when it came to makeup, that I just wanted to look like everyone else when I didn't necessarily need to look like everyone else because everyone has their own face. I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkasm blush. So I was kind of just adhering to standards that didn't suit my face and didn't really flatter my face, and I was wondering, like, why couldn't I do a beat like this white girl could on like YouTube or something like that? Look like a clown, please. I was going in with a fluffy brush. So eventually the pandemic hit, and that time I just like completely stopped doing makeup. And then I had this realization where I was like, man, I really hate makeup and I'm just gonna stop doing it. Also during that time I was struggling with my self-esteem a lot, and because I struggled with my self-esteem, I was trying to help myself. So I told myself all the time, like, you don't need to wear makeup to look pretty, and I still stand by that, but at that time I was saying it to kind of help myself out because I had been experiencing such low self-esteem. I kind of became the girl that just like hated makeup. I threw away literally so much money's worth of makeup, and I still regret it to that day. I just like made makeup the devil in my head. Now I'm going in with Milk Makeup. It's a cream blush. It led me to a place where I was forced to take a break from makeup, and I was forced to not get into a routine of putting on a face every day. I just stopped, you know, and I think I needed it, and I'm very glad that I took that break. Now I'm gonna go in with a little brush, like this, and this same setting powder, and I'm just gonna spot bake, just concentrating the powder on certain spots on my face. Through like a whole year, and honestly, it's a year that I needed, where I just like did not wear makeup, and I was not interested in like makeup, period. That was my period of self-reflection, and I'm sad because during that time I lost all my makeup skills. I used to be such a big beauty guru, like I literally was a beauty guru, because oh my gosh, I lost all the skill that I had while on my little hiatus. It's not like I don't regret it, it's just that I'm sad, you know, I needed it. I'm gonna do brows. I don't have a specific way as to how I do my brows. I'll kind of just map them out and put some brow gel and call it a day. The $1,000,000 question is, Gwen, you're doing a full beat today. How did you get back into makeup? I think the main reason of why I got back into makeup, this looks bad, I promise you I'm gonna blend it out. I think the main reason why I got back into makeup was because of TikTok. You know, that place can be so toxic sometimes, but I feel like sometimes it can kind of, I don't even know, it's a big influencing factor. So I saw all these girls, like the it girls doing their makeup, and I was like, oh my gosh, I miss doing my makeup. So then I just got back into makeup, and when I was doing it this time, it felt so different this time around because I wasn't doing makeup for anyone else. I was just doing it for fun, right? It's fun enhancing your features. It's fun being in a routine that's not so scheduled. I've learned how to work with my own face and not use the advice of people who are not the same race as me. I've changed my entire perspective of makeup, I guess, and it has been fun and amazing. So if you're in a spot right now that's similar to what I just described with my past makeup experience, take a break. Take a damn break. Or if you're just falling out of love with something that you used to be the biggest fan of, it's so necessary to just stop and take a second to breathe and kind of focus on yourself for a while before you step back into whatever you're stepping back into. Because if you just keep on doing something because you feel obligated and all this stuff, it's just gonna make your relationship even worse. And this can be applied to like relationships, period, not just hobbies. But take a break when you feel necessary, and I promise you things will fall back into place after a period of time. I'm not one to say how long that period of time is because it differs for everyone. For you, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year like me. So it honestly just depends on the person. Whew, that was a lot. I remember putting powder here, so I'm just gonna brush it off. I just finished my brows. I think they actually look good. But for lips, I'm going in with the same Milk Makeup blush I used earlier, kind of putting it on my finger, and then I dab it into my lips and then kind of smooth it out as if it were chapstick. Next, this is my new product, and if you were to buy anything in this routine, buy this. The packaging is very elusive as to what this is. It's a cannabis sativa infused lip oil by Makeup Revolution. Honestly, I really couldn't care more about the cannabis. It's more that this is like a lip plumper and a lip oil in one. $7. I got it for $5 with a coupon at Ulta. This is the best product ever to exist, but it's tingly and it makes you look like you got lip injections. Now I'm going in with highlighter. I don't go big on highlighter because I used to be a big highlight girl. This is the Laura Geller highlight in the shade Gilded Honey. I really like this. I still like this highlighter to this day. I think it's pretty underrated, honestly, and it's my favorite for my skin type. I'm feeling it, I'll do the inner corner, so I'll do that today. So now I'm going in with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. This is another must-have in my makeup routine. It just does its job. It keeps my makeup set, and it's great. Fan it out till your face is dry. Okay, and that kind of locks everything in place. The last step is mascara. My mascara routine is very tedious, very cumbersome. I wouldn't recommend it because you can literally buy a mascara and not have to. I'd recommend buying the Maybelline Sky High, I believe that's what it's called. But basically what I do is I take the mascara wand of the Glossier Lash Slick and I put it in the formula of the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I've done this for I don't even know how long. This just works, especially on my Asian lashes. I like this formula the most. I'm going in with my Shiseido lash curler. I'm gonna apply mascara. This is my little routine. Enough to make my lashes look longer because that complements the eye makeup that I do. Okay, I have to switch hands. Y'all do this? Where was I going with that? I have to switch my hands a lot when doing mascara. Ooh, y'all are lucky. My mascara came out very good today. So you can see my lashes are already falling. Once my lashes dry, I'll go back in and curl them a bit more. I'll curl them throughout the day and all that stuff. Here's the final look. Let me take off my clips. So that is pretty much it for my everyday makeup. On the usual day, this takes 20 minutes. This is what I wear every day. It suits my face. I feel comfortable. I don't feel like cakey or anything. Just kind of accentuate my features a bit more and add some color into my face so I look alive and not dead. I hope you found a hack in this or a product that you liked, or just learn something from my little story about makeup and age and maturing and all that stuff. Stay tuned for a college decisions video because I know y'all are looking out for that. I don't even care if you're a subscriber or not. I feel like everyone watches those. So yeah, with that being said, I love you so much and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.